Hello, my name is Mrs. Kramer, and I'm the strings teacher at Clover Street School. I can't wait to meet you in person. I hope that you will sign up for strings again next year, and when you do, you have a chance to play the viola. This is my viola. It's very easy for violin players to switch over to viola, and third grade is the perfect time because in third grade we start to learn how to read music on the music staff on the sheet music page. So when we do this, the viola players read something called alto clef, and violin players read treble clef. So it's a different set of note names. So that's why third grade is the perfect time to switch. So I have my violin and my viola here. So I'm going to hold both of them side by side. And I'd like you to take a look. Let's see. Let's see if I can hold them the same. There we go. So one is the violin and one's the viola. Can you tell which is which? The viola is larger. This one is my violin, and this one is my viola. Okay, so the viola is slightly larger than the violin, and the larger the instrument, the lower the sound. So this is what the viola sounds like. Now I'm going to play the same thing on the violin so you can hear the difference. So that's what it sounds like on the violin. Now, the strings are almost the same, but they are slightly different. You know, as violin players, that the first string is what? E. Then it comes A, D, and G. Your highest string is E. Well, on the viola, the highest string is not E, it's A. We have the strings A, D, G, C. Okay, so the violin has the E string as the highest string, but the viola has A as the highest string. And instead, there's a low C string on the viola, just like the cellos. Cello players also have a C string as their lowest string. So, the violin has a higher voice. Listen to the high voice of the violin. Now, listen to the lower voice of the viola. So the viola's got a bit of a more mellow sound to it. Back to the violin. As you can see, you play the violin and the viola the same way. You have the same bow hold, so you know how to hold the bow from violin class with Mrs. Luan, and the viola bow hold is exactly the same. Also, play position is exactly the same on the violin and the viola too. So, you play it the same way, there's just slightly different strings, and as I mentioned earlier, when you start to read the notes on the sheet music, on the page, on the musical staff, the viola reads alto clef as opposed to treble clef on the violin. So the violin reads treble clef and the viola players read alto clef. So here is a song on violin called Ashkin Farewell, and I'll show you what it sounds like on both instruments so you can hear the difference. That's the violin. And here is the same song, Ashokan Farewell, on the viola. So hopefully you could hear the difference between the violin and the viola. The violin has a much higher sounding voice, and the viola has a lower sounding voice. Cello's even lower than viola. So if you like the higher sound, you might stick with violin. If you like the more mellow, lower sounds, you might switch to viola. And viola is the perfect time to switch for you to the viola is 3rd grade. So this is the perfect time for you to change instruments. If you're interested in switching to the viola, 3rd grade is a perfect time. And I mentioned that the high string on the viola is A instead of E, and it's got that low C string, right? So, and the full-size violin and the full-size viola, as I showed you before, are different sizes. So when you grow bigger and you require a larger instrument, once you get to the full-size viola, the full-size viola is significantly larger than a full-size violin. So just know that you're going to have to really hold your arm out a little more and stretch those fingers apart. Slightly more, but you can do it. If you can play violin, you can definitely play the viola. So I look forward to working with you on strings, whatever instrument you choose next year. So violin, viola, or of course I have cello players as well. And I can't wait to meet you in person. Hopefully that will be soon. And if you could let Mrs. Luan know if you are interested in switching to viola, then I can make those plans and get ready for the fall. And we'll get everybody scheduled for lessons. And I'm so excited for next year. I can't even tell you. We have lots of fun things in store. So if you have any questions, you can ask Mrs. Luan, or you can also email me. My email is vkramer@windsorct.org. Okay, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon, hopefully. Okay, thanks, and have a great day. See you next time. Bye.